Hi, my name is Nina Allenbar, and this is going to be my presentation on the energy for Allenbaria. First off, this is the flag for the country. Um, there's 4 lightning strikes because there's 4 letters in my name, and it's red and blue because I like red and blue, my 2 favorite colors. And yeah, so the name of my country is Allenbaria. And if you look on this map, it's kind of small. It's located west of the United States in the Pacific Ocean. You can kind of see it says Los Angeles, and it's right west of that. It's completely bordered by water. There's no other countries immediately attached by like a land border. Um, I would say size-wise, it's slightly larger than Australia. The shape affects it a little bit. And so the energy systems that the country uses are hydroelectric energy. This is acquired by making dams. Um, Oil, which for oil we'll have the oil fields and the oil refineries that will take the oil and make it into whatever it needs to be. And then the third one is nuclear energy. We'll have the uranium mines needed to get the uranium used in the nuclear plants. And then we'll also have the nuclear power plants. With each of these, we'll need power lines to distribute the energy once it's generated into electricity. And then I'll also need pipelines for oil, for the transporting the oil throughout the country. There's above ground and underground options for both of these. We'd probably have more underground pipelines and above ground power lines. I chose hydropower because of its sustainability, since water is renewable. Water is a renewable source of energy, and it doesn't have the same effects as burning fossil fuels. It would be good to have at least one sustainable energy source. For oil, I picked it because it's easily transported, since it can be contained easily in barrels and you can transport it through the pipelines. Oil is able to supply energy all over the country, not just in the specific region where it's being pumped. And then I chose nuclear energy because it doesn't have carbon emissions once it's being used. And it's also I also picked nuclear energy because right now it's set to be reliable for a long time. There's no shortage of it right now. And the negative impacts of each of them. For hydroelectric energy, dams can affect the water quality. It can result in lack of biodiversity in the rivers. The water quality can also affect people who drink the water, humans and animals, anyone who gets the water from these rivers. Silt deprivation also comes from these dams being built. The side of the outflow gets kind of starved of the nutrients, and the nutrients just build up, the sediment builds up in the reservoir side of the dam. Oil spills are the negative impacts of oil. They can affect everything it comes into contact with, and also the natural oil seeps on the ocean floor are responsible for most of the oil put into the ocean, and it's extremely harmful to anything around it. Nuclear energy has the radioactive waste, and it can remain radioactive for a very long time. And then uranium mining can be dangerous because of the high exposure to radiation. The safeguards, we have dredging, which is removing built up silt in the reservoirs and relocating it to the downstream side of the dams that are being deprived of the silt, hoping to restore the water quality in the habitats. For oil, we have the Pollutant Relief Fund that'll be established to cover the cost of cleaning up oil spills and regular cleanup from oil seeps. Nuclear cooling towers will cool down the water, which will reduce the thermal pollution. Regulations will be put into place regarding equipment checks, and all waste will be stored according to their half-life to monitor radioactivity. That's resources. Okay. Thank you.